Hello MPPNs, how are you? I hope you are fine. I'm sure you have understood the first part of this second chapter, that is components of food, in which we studied about nutrients like carbohydrates, fats, proteins, other nutrients like vitamins, minerals, water, then roughage. See, roughage. Okay, this much we have studied. Now it is our second part, in which we have to study about balanced diet and diseases and disabilities due to food deficiencies. Right? Okay, let's move ahead with the second part of this chapter. First of all, we are going to study about balanced diet. Balanced diet. What do you mean by balanced diet? Okay, I will tell you this in detailed manner. A question arises as to why we eat a variety of food, right? You are told to eat variety of food like pulses, cereals, protein rich food, carbohydrates rich food, right? Why a question arises to eat so many variety of food? We know that all the basic nutrients are not present in every food. In order to supply all these nutrients to our body, we have to eat a combination of food having all the nutrients. That is why we eat a variety of food. Why there is a need to eat a variety of food? Because in every food it contains specific nutrients, right? And that all nutrients are very much necessary for our body, so we have to eat the variety of food. If we do not do so, deficiency of any one nutrient may lead to abnormal development in the body, as I had told you. In the case of vitamins, minerals, etc., if there is a deficiency of any of vitamins and minerals, specific diseases may occur, like by the deficiency of vitamin C, scurvy may occur, right? Then we will study all of them in detailed manner in the next topic of this part. What is that? Diseases caused by the deficiency of different nutrients, right? Let us continue. A diet containing a proportionate mixture of food constituents, carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and water as required by the body is known as balanced diet. It is a diet containing all the needed or all the essential nutrients that is needed for our body, and that are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and water. See here, this is a picture of balanced diet. You can see here, this is the sources of fat, these are the sources of proteins, these are the sources of carbohydrates, and these are the sources of vitamins and minerals, right? So when we combine all these in one diet, it is known as balanced diet. See, balanced diet. Okay, now have a look at this table. This table shows the balanced diet for moderately working man. There are three columns: first food, then vegetarian, non-vegetarian. Cereals. The cereals needed for a vegetarian man, it is 350 gram per day. Cereals needed for a vegetarian man should be 350 gram per day, and the cereals needed for a non-vegetarian man should be 350 gram per day. They both have the same amount. Second, pulses. It should be 90 gram per day for a vegetarian and 60 gram per day for a non-vegetarian. See here, there are so many items. You can have a look at this table by pausing this video and just note it down in your textbook so that you will never forget. Okay. Now we have completed the first topic of this part, that is balanced diet. I think you have understood, no? What is balanced diet? It is a diet containing a proportionate mixture of food constituents that are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and water as required by the body is known as a balanced diet. Next, we are moving to the second topic of this part. What is that? It is diseases and disabilities due to food deficiencies. As I told you, if there is any deficiency of any nutrient in the diet, then there may occur some diseases due to this nutrient deficiency. Let us learn more about it. If a nutrient is not taken in adequate amount for a long time, symptoms of its deficiency appear in your body. For example, deficiency of vitamin C may appear in the form of swelling and bleeding gums. Such nutritional deficiencies affect the structure and function of those parts of the body which depend on the nutrients. Okay, I have told you that the deficiency of vitamin C may occur scurvy, and what are the symptoms of scurvy? That is swelling and bleeding gums. When the body don't get enough nutrients, that is, for example, vitamin C, the body is not getting a proper amount of vitamin C, then the part which mostly needs that vitamin C starts showing some symptoms of the deficiency disease like swelling and bleeding gums. Okay, this deficiency of nutrients is also called malnutrition. Malnutrition, that is less nutrition, deficiency of nutrition. Some of the important nutritional deficiencies are given ahead. Let us see them. First of all, it is protein malnutrition. This malnutrition is widespread in many developing countries of South and Southeast Asia. Due to protein malnutrition, infants and children usually suffer from two diseases. What are they? It is kwashiorkor and marasmus. Okay. The malnutrition is widespread in the areas of South and Southeast Asia due to protein malnutrition, that is deficiency in protein. Infants and children usually suffer from two main diseases, that are kwashiorkor and marasmus, right? Then kwashiorkor mainly occurs in children in the age group of 1 to 3 years, especially belonging to poor families. Stunted growth, that is the growth has been stopped. Then bulging eyes, round eyes that are bulged outwards, protruded belly and darkening of the skin are some external symptoms of the disease. Okay, see the symptoms once more. First one, stunted growth, that is also known as dwarfish. In scientific language, it is known as dwarfism. Then bulging eyes, protruded belly and darkening of the skin are some external symptoms of the disease. It usually occurs when mother stops feeding the babies with breast milk and the child is given a diet rich in carbohydrates. When the mother stops giving milk to the child and give a diet rich in carbohydrates, then this situation may occur. See this child, he is suffering from kwashiorkor. See the symptoms. First one, he is short, his growth has been stunted. Then bulged eyes, see his eyes that are bulged. Then belly, protruded belly and darkening of skin. In this picture you may not notice, but in real the victim may develop a dark skin. Next one is marasmus. Marasmus is a disease in infants below 1 year of age. This is caused to the infants below 1 year of age. The main cause of this disease is the early replacement of mother's milk by other foods deficient in proteins. See, in the first case in kwashiorkor, we have seen that when the mother stops feeding the babies and give a diet rich in carbohydrates, then this situation may occur. And when the mother stops giving milk to the infants and give foods deficient in proteins, then this situation may occur. What is this? Marasmus. Children having this disease lose body weight rapidly, have extremely thin limbs and dry, thin and wrinkled skin. Okay, see this boy, he is suffering from marasmus. He has developed a loose body weight. See, his body weight is very low. Then he have extremely thin limbs and dry and wrinkled skin. His skin is also wrinkled. This situation is known as marasmus. Second one is vitamin deficiency. First of all, we studied about the protein deficiency, in which we studied two diseases. What are they? First one kwashiorkor and second one marasmus, right? Now we are going to study vitamin deficiency. Vitamins are organic compounds that cannot be manufactured in the cells of body but needed in small quantities for operation of normal bodily metabolism. These vitamins are not produced inside our body. We have to give the body with essential vitamins by our eatables, right? Due to deficiency vitamins, several nutritional diseases occur, which are as follows. See, vitamin deficiency diseases. First one, protein deficiency diseases were marasmus and kwashiorkor. Then this vitamin deficiency diseases are, first one, beriberi. What is beriberi? Beriberi is a disease caused by the lack of vitamin B. This all diseases and their deficient nutrient you should learn. Okay, beriberi is caused by the lack of vitamin B. This thiamine in the diet. Okay, loss of appetite, extreme weakness, headache, dizziness are some important symptoms of beriberi. Beriberi is common in those areas where polished rice is the major food item. That is polished rice. You have heard about the adulteration in foods, right? Okay, this is a situation caused by that adulteration only. So the polished rice, the rice has been polished, outer covering has been polished. This is harmful for people and this leads to beriberi. Okay. Second, it is scurvy. Scurvy is the result of lack of vitamin C, that is ascorbic acid. It is, I have told you, the lack of vitamin C causes scurvy. Swelling and bleeding of gums, loosening of teeth, pain in muscles and joints, and general weakness are some of the symptoms of scurvy. It can be prevented by taking a balanced diet with plenty of fresh fruits and lightly cooked food. It can also be treated by vitamin C tablets. What are the symptoms? First one, swelling and bleeding of gums, then loosening of teeth, then pain in the muscles and joints, then general weakness are some of the symptoms. Then how to prevent it? We can eat a balanced diet which is rich in fresh fruits and lightly cooked food. Then we can also prevent it by taking vitamin C tablets. Next disease is rickets. Deficiency of vitamin D in the diet causes a disease called rickets in children. Deficiency of vitamin D causes rickets. It is mainly found in children. Prominent forehead, bow legs and knock knees, swelling and deformity of bones at wrists, knees and ankles and hunchback are common symptoms of this disease. See the picture of the child. He is suffering from rickets. And what are the symptoms? See, prominent forehead, bony necklace, that is neck region is bony. Then curved bones. His see, his hands are curved. His bones of the hand has become curved. Big joints. The joints are large in size and bowed legs. Sunlight is the best prevention and treatment of rickets. What is the prevention? It is sunlight. Sunlight is the best prevention and treatment of rickets. Okay, the disease can be prevented by giving child foods such as milk, which contain vitamin D. Even exposure to sunlight also prevents the disease. Right? Okay, let's move ahead. Xerophthalmia refers to the eye manifestations, that is signs arising due to vitamin A deficiency. See, due to the deficiency of vitamin A, xerophthalmia occurs. Blindness, which may result from this disease, is an important public problem in India. Right? In India, there are many blind people, and this blindness is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin A. To avoid this disease in children, the child should be breastfed for 2 years if possible. The child should be given leafy vegetables and yellow or red fruits. To avoid this disease, that is blindness or xerophthalmia, the child in children only, not in the adult. In children, to avoid this situation, the child should be given mother's milk for 2 years if possible, and the child should be given leafy vegetables and yellow or red fruits. Okay, so we have come to the end of vitamin deficiency diseases. If you have to study the vitamin deficiency diseases, okay, then the most easiest way is to draw a table showing vitamin deficiency diseases and the vitamin from which this disease is caused, then their symptoms and preventions. If you make a chart and learn it, you will never forget. I am sure, it's my guarantee. Okay, just try it. Now let's move to the next topic, that is mineral deficiency. First of all, we studied protein deficiency, then we studied vitamin deficiency, then now we have to study mineral deficiency. The presence of minerals, though in small quantities, is very essential for cells. Mineral deficiency in the diet also causes a number of deficiency symptoms. First one, it is calcium deficiency disease. First one, we are going to learn calcium deficiency diseases. Almost 99% of calcium present in our body is used for building bones and teeth. Right? 99%, imagine, see, 99% of the calcium that is present in our body is used up for building bones and teeth. The remaining amount of calcium regulates your heart and muscles and helps your blood to clot. Deficiency of calcium causes brittle bones, improper heartbeats, bad muscle movements, and excessive bleeding in case of an injury. Calcium deficient persons should take enough milk, butter, green leafy vegetables such as spinach and cabbage, and fruits such as oranges and lemons. Right? Okay, let's move ahead. Now we are going to study anemia. Anemia is a major nutritional disorder affecting the health of the people in the country. Anemia is a condition where deficiency of iron in the gut. Anemia is a condition where hemoglobin levels in blood fall below normal. What is hemoglobin? It is the red pigment that is found in blood. Okay. It usually results due to deficiency of iron in the diet. Anemia is caused due to the deficiency of iron. Sometimes it also occurs due to deficiency of folic acid or vitamin B12. See here, the person is suffering from anemia. Usually symptoms of anemia are fatigue, breathlessness or exertion, sleeplessness and loss of appetite. Sometimes the nails of the fingers and toes become brittle and spoon shaped. Anemia can be treated and prevented by regular consumption of food that is rich in iron, such as green leafy vegetables. So that's why your parents are telling you to eat green leafy vegetables to avoid a situation of anemia. Okay. So moving on to the last disease. Okay, that is goiter. Goiter is a condition in which thyroid gland which is located in front portion of the neck is enlarged. See in this picture, this man's front portion of the thyroid gland is enlarged. This situation is known as goiter. This condition is caused due to deficiency of iodine. Goiter is caused due to the deficiency of iodine. Since goiter is primarily due to reduced intake of iodine, it can be treated and prevented by using iodized salt in the diet, tablets of sodium or potassium iodine in the drinking water, and iodized oil. Okay, by the consumption of nutrients rich in iodized salt, then tablets, we can prevent the condition of goiter. Okay, now we have completed this chapter. See here, as I told you, there is a table for you. Vitamin and mineral. Vitamin A, it is deficiency disease. Due to the deficiency of vitamin A, night blindness occur. Then their symptoms. You can go through this table so that your study becomes easy, right? So we have completed the second chapter also. I think you have understood this chapter very well. If it is not so, you can go through the video once again till your all doubts get cleared, right? Okay, it's a time to wind up. We will meet again in the next video with the next chapter. Till that, stay home, stay safe and take care. Thank you.